glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The Mountaineers offense who will have the football first. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense, and they said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out, but we know he's going to line up in different spots, so obviously we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover him with, if it's one or two guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Mountaineers are rolling down the field. In the backfield, it's Francis. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thompson. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Throwing, Hawkins. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So Texas offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously, I'm
going to take a shot. Makes the catch. He is in. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Straight ahead, it's Thompson. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Boards up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Pulls it. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Michael Hawkins unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Mountaineers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Michael Hawkins on the play action. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. From the gun on third down, Hawkins. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Not a lot of room to field this one. And they'll stop him right there on the return. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run the counter. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Give to the running back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Got a man. It's Wingo.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No.
Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Long way to go on second down. Keeps it on the option. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Finds a crease. It's Blaylock. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to it. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Right side, it's Lockett. Touchdown, Longhorn! A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it and the offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Under pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. On the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Arch is going to throw for it. Turns it upfield. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Blaylock. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Longhorns head it quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back.
Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. And that ball's free behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll leave it with the lone back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Hawkins. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Spits it out to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Blaylock. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Got it behind the line. It's Lockett. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's Manning to throw. Left side, it's Wingo. Oh, he's got some space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Touchdown, Texas! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go.
It's picked off and another empty drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Finds his man on the RPO. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Arch Madness. Takes a shot at the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Wide open downfield. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Stepping to the right. Fires into the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Here's Arts to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Fitted in the window for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Sets his feet. It's Hawkins. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Throwing, Hawkins.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the number 7 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Hoosiers on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And the Mountaineers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Manning on play action. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. His 3rd touchdown of the game and, well, of the season.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. Working the ground game. He's past the marker. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll give it to him again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Quick give. It's Hamilton. And he's brought down after a short gain. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Michael Hawkins knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Longhorn sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. From the gun, it's Smith. Uh-oh, look out. Turning it on. Dragged down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable. Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, Manning. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Looking for running room. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand it to the back. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. And the Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Hawkins. Makes the catch, it's Weaver. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Mountaineers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On the option. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Trying to establish the run. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run it. Down he goes. at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Out wide right, it's Hamilton. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Caught on the RPO. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to squeak through the pile. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The corners are walked up tight. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Manning. Out wide left, it's Wingo. He's got enough for the 1st down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Reese, never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Got him right there.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense.
Snags it, and there's running room. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking down the middle. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And they spread them out. And the defense, you got to kind of pick your poison, right? It's hard to go man across the board. It's to pressure the QB, so they play it safe, they go zone. And it's nice to have a running back that can line up in the slot, read the zone, kind of sit down and understand where to be. QB throws the strike, he makes the catch. Nice job being on the same page.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Catch in the middle, it's Bush. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Hits inside, it's Thompson. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Keeps it himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Making his first move. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey guys, checking in from the Longhorn sideline. The team is rallying around their quarterback. He has been terrific today. Every time he comes off the field, they're patting him on the back, making sure he knows that he is their guy. His performance has been stellar. Not a big surprise, but still, the way he's shown up and shown some composure and poise, the guys are rallying and loving what they're seeing from their QB. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Pass the 6. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Got him downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Manning with a play fake. Look out! And down he goes. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship, and